What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com, and we have a 2011 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited. Now, other than the CVO bike, this is top of the line. It's the Ultra. It's got the top fairing, lower fairings. It's a limited. You got the chrome wheels. It's got the heated grips. It's got the iPhone port. Bunch of other cool stuff. These things are great bikes. It's got all the gauges, cruise control, of course. Let's take it for a spin. If you ever weren't a Harley fan like I was, this is a bike that could slide as I can. Let me turn that down. The other day, this is a bike that could bring you over to the other side. Love this bike. I've actually been riding it myself. It's a lot of fun. The 103 engine is such a smooth motor. And this is the type of bike, out of all the bikes in my shop, I got about 40 bikes, including a couple Can-Ams. Out of all the bikes, if someone was like, hey, you got to take a 700-800 mile trip right now, what bike you gonna take? I'm not even gonna think about it very hard. I'm gonna go and jump on the Ultra Limited. Love this thing. It's a good ride. It's got good power. It's got no problem cruising at the higher speeds. This one's not too loud, which I like. My one complaint about it is either the windshield's too high or it's too low. If it was lower, the wind would be hitting my helmet, which is fine. I'm cool with that. I wear a full face helmet. But because it's a little bit higher, what they call buffering, I call turbulence. All the wind that's hitting the front fairing is all going and hitting the top of my helmet at higher speeds, which it's shaking my helmet around. It kind of gives me a headache. Other than that, this thing's really enjoyable to ride. It's a good seating. It's a bigger frame than the older bikes, than like the 03s and stuff like that. It sits on it. You feel bigger. You feel like you have a little bit more room. But I'm trying to think. And the Ultra Limited has pretty much every possible thing. You can get heated seats with this one. This one does not have heated seats. But the heated grips are amazing. If you never used them on a cold day, man, that feels awesome. And it will heat through your gloves. I wear leather gloves. That heat went right through my gloves. It felt great. This is definitely a bike that you can ride all year round. Something good for long distances. Go and hit the dragon tail. Drive all over the place. Really is a lot of fun to ride. Now these things brand new. These things are like 35 or something like that. They're definitely up there. This one actually sold this to a previous customer of mine. He's got a early 2000s Ultra Classic, and he's stepping up to the Ultra Limited. Man, I really like this bike. I did about a 2-hour trip on this thing Monday, and it's so comfortable. It's the most comfortable. It's one of the more comfortable bikes. This and the Goldwing and the Voyager are all pretty comfortable. But it's just my back is at an upright riding position. The bars aren't too high. My legs are at about a 45-degree angle. If I'm choosing like my dream bike garage, You know, when I have like 8 or 9 bikes to choose from, because hey, let's be honest, every rider really needs like 8 or 9 bikes. I used to say 7, but now I'm bumping that up to like 9. And you gotta throw an Ultra Limited in that mix. And it could be a double purpose bike, because you could just get a quick detach tour pack for it, and then you got an Ultra Limited and a Street Glide. Get rid of these mirrors, put Street Glide mirrors on it. The bike's got plenty of power. The 103 is just I mean, it's not like, it's no Hayabusa or nothing like that, but it's not lacking in power. The radio sounds real good. Cruise control is so much fun, because then you can put it on cruise control, and then you could use your hands for other things, you know, texting, punching the cars next to you, you know, making sure you can use both hands to make sure that the girl in the back didn't fall off, you know what I mean? Oh shoot, it just fall off. Trying to think of what else you can do when you have both hands. Taking your helmet off to check your hair in the mirror, you know. The cruise control comes in real handy for stuff like that. But mainly for texting and watching YouTube videos while you're driving, because it's not safe to watch YouTube videos with one hand. You might drop your phone. That's why you throw it on cruise control and you hold it with both hands, just so you're not going to drop your phone, because the last thing you want to do is have to go and pick up your phone, your broken phone. Guys, let's talk about gear a little bit. You see, I got my gloves, got my jacket, got my full face helmet. You would never walk into a job interview without looking good, without the proper attire. You would never go play a football game without pads and a helmet and stuff like that. You would never ride a bull without the proper chest protection, helmet, gloves, Wrangler jeans. You'd never go skydiving without the right stuff. You'd never go kayaking without a vest. Don't ride your bike without the proper gear. The only reason people ever ride their bike without the proper gear is because they get used to it. They get lax. You know, if someone was kayaking like 12 times a day, maybe he'd stop wearing a vest. He'd be an idiot. Don't do that. Just get used to it. Just get it in your head. You know, same thing when you're driving a car. If you wear your seatbelt all the time and, you know, close the doors and put the windows up, if you're doing that stuff, hey, wear a helmet, wear gloves, wear jacket, some type of foot protection. And I know, I slack off on that a little bit. I wear Crocs often. Man, this guy's coming in hot. But I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine died in a motorcycle accident. They never found his shoes. His shoes were just gone. They flew off in a field somewhere. They looked, they never found them. It's crazy. See, we're all messed up. He hit a van head on. Guys, this bike is awesome. I sold this thing for cheap, real cheap, killer price. I love riding it. He's currently on a business trip, so I'm gonna keep on riding it as much as I can, because it's a lot of fun to ride. Guys, check out the website, Srkcycles.com. I get bikes like this in and I blow them out really, really fast. These are some of the other bikes I got to do test drive videos for today. Hayabusa, Voyager, Sportster, Valkyrie. I got a couple inside the shop I got to test drive too. I got the greatest job ever. I test drive motorcycles and I talk about them. Alright guys, check out the website, Srkcycles.com, and I'll see you guys here at this channel later. Thanks.